Good evening, good day, good morning, whatever time it is for you. And I have something a little different this week. I wanted to talk about audio and sound and what I've been using recently. And I'm by no means an expert in the audio field, but I have been dabbling a little bit in trying different microphones and different resources to get my audio sounding better for my YouTube videos, live streams, or podcasts. So I made an investment a while ago and purchased the Shure SM7B. It's a really good microphone. It has a great, deep, rich sound, and it's an infamous mic, I would say. It's definitely, some people say, a god tier mic. There's some better things out there, and you can spend a lot more money. But for, $400, it's a pretty competent microphone, and you see these everywhere on the internet. Out of curiosity, I was told I should have a decent condenser microphone because it's a dynamic microphone which you have to speak directly into, and you get that really good, rich, deep sound, and it has a good proximity effect. So I wanted to check out one of its big competitors that has a little bit less of a price tag that's a condenser and has a really good sound after I have played with a little bit more. And for this microphone, you will need a pretty good audio interface because this thing is pretty gain heavy and it requires a fair amount of power. Now, you can get away with running something like a Wave XLR, and I never had any issues with that. I didn't need a cloud lifter. But with a condenser and phantom power, I feel like you can power that thing with a lot less behind it for a little better budget. But you will still need an XLR interface that has phantom power. So the microphone that I had selected was the Rode NT1. So I'm going to compare the Rode NT1 against the SM7B. Now, I know this has happened a lot, and the Rode NT1 that I selected is the Singnature series, which is much more budget oriented. I believe it was $159. I did purchase all my microphones with my own money, and I wanted to check those out, compare sounds, and see what you think sounds better. And maybe I'll switch things up for different videos. I'll use different microphones. And I do have one other mic that I'm going to use as a surprise contender, as a budget contender against both of these. So let's listen to the Rode in comparison to the Shure SM7B and see what you think. So this is the Rode NT1 Signature series. So this is a totally different style microphone with a completely different sound. So this is a condenser microphone, and that is a dynamic microphone. So you need to speak directly into that microphone, of course, and it has a really deep, rich sound, but this also has a great sound. Now, don't confuse this. This is not the Gen 5 that has USB support, but for what I'm doing and for the cost savings, the USB model runs for, I believe, like $249 plus. So that's a bit more money to have USB support. Maybe someone's looking for that. I know there are some really good advantages to the USB version of this microphone, but I just need an XLR. It's what I use my audio interface, and I think the sound is actually phenomenal. You can also talk really low into this microphone and hear every bit of it. So it's good for like ASMR or spoken word or whatever it may be. Now, if you're in a loud environment that has a lot of fans or things going on, you're probably going to pick that up, or like a creaky chair. So maybe this isn't the right mic for that situation. But honestly, I think the sound is phenomenal out of this. The build quality is really good. It comes with a shock mount. It comes with a pop filter, and it seems to work pretty well. Now, you do need phantom power. You will need an audio interface. It is XLR. So it does come with a really nice long cable from Rode. The packaging's really good. Rode does a great job on the packaging, and it's all paper and cardboard, no plastic. So I like that. I think it's a great quality mic for the money, especially in comparison to what you'd pay for the Shure SM7B. I do have a budget contender that can hang with both of these. I don't think it has as good a sound, but it's really good quality sound. It's extremely durable, and it's affordable. So that's a good thing. It is a fraction of the cost of both of these microphones. So, and it'll last you forever. So let's take a look at that mic. Tell me what you think. Do you like the SM7B, or do you like the NT1 Signature series better? I kind of know which way I feel already. I like them both. I'm going to use them both, but I'd like to hear your opinions. So let's find out. I'm going to have a quick drink and switch over to that other mic. Okay, so this is our budget contender. This is the Shure SM58. This is a $100, it's $99, and I've seen it go on sale, microphone from Shure that has a classic heritage and has been around forever. This mic is super affordable, super tough. You can throw it downstairs. You can step on it. You can smash it. You can throw it in water. It's going to work. They use this in stage and music for years. There's better microphones out there, but it's $99. And I wish that when I started getting into audio and recording and streaming and YouTube, I would have just bought this instead of some of the other equipment that I bought, because I could still use this today. And I will use this for like instruments like mic and guitars or whatever. It's a great piece of equipment to have in your arsenal if you want to record sound and have good quality sound. I did buy a $15 shock mount and a small desk mount for it and a pop filter, and it was very inexpensive. So we're like under $120, and I have excellent audio sound, and it has really good proximity effects. So you can get, if you know how to talk into this mic correctly, a really nice, deep, rich sound. So for $100, super hard to beat. Now, I've got my other microphone on right now. So I'm going to switch over. I'm going to pull this thing out and mute it really quick and take a look at this thing a little closer, and really see what the SM58 is all about. So there's the pop filter, and that's it. It's your average like drop the mic microphone, and super tough. The pop filter is built in. It's not the best, but when you take the grill off, it's foam in there. There's your pickup. And this is a dynamic microphone as well, so you have to speak directly into it, just like the SM7B. It doesn't require as much gain, which is really good. But this little setup looks decent on your desk. You can put this on a boom arm, hang it wherever you want, and talk right into it, and get pretty damn good sound. So I like it. I mean, for $100, it's tough to beat. So an SM58, if you're on a budget, pick one of those up, and you'll have excellent quality sound. I think you'd be really, really happy with it. Tell me what you think. How's the SM58 hang with these two big boys? And, let me know your opinion. I'm curious to know. For a budget, you really can't beat it. It's a super good microphone. I was shocked at how good that thing is, and I use it to actually mic my guitar. So, and I've been super, super happy with it. It's very durable. I can toss it all over the room. Very nice microphone. You don't get anything with it. You just get the mic. But super reliable, big heritage. Look into the history of it. It's kind of interesting. So check out that mic, and we'll move on. Well, I'd have to say my favorite is going to be the Shure SM7B. It's just a classic. There's a lot of reasons for it. I think the Rode honestly sounds a little bit better. It depends on the person and the voice, I guess. But it's a really full sounding, beautiful mic for $159. That's a big price jump from $400 to $159. Yeah, you don't have the USB with that, but you don't have it with this either. The thing that I really like about the SM7B is handling. Like, I can grab this microphone and move it around, and it doesn't come through on my recording. That's really nice. If I even touch the Rode, and it's a big clunky kind of setup, you're going to hear it. You hear more background noise. You might hear fans or your AC running or whatever. So that's one disadvantage to the Rode. I also think the SM58 is an excellent budget candidate if you want excellent quality sound for your videos, streams, whatever, gaming. I mean, it sounds really, really good. With some cheap upgrades for that thing, super quality mic. But I really do like the sound of this microphone. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds rich. And if you've got $159 to spare and this is something you're looking for, you want some really good audio, you can't beat it. A decent audio interface, you don't have a huge investment in this thing, get a decent boom arm or just put it on your desk. I think you got some quality sound. Tell me what you guys think. Which microphone did you like the best? What microphone are you using? I'd like to hear. You on like a more budget option that you like Fifine or one of those, like how does it sound in comparison? Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, cool, man. You don't have to like it at all. But I hope you guys have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.